Okay, we're back here at Celebration. This time we're at the East Pond, but on the other end from where we were the other day. And this round, what we're going to try doing is set up, in this case, a bait casting rig. And we'll put the Water Wolf camera. Fixed it up from the other day. It ended up breaking the cable, so we fixed that up and it's good to go now. Put that on there, and then we got this bread. Actually, it's sourdough pretzels that my significant other made the other day. They seem to be perfect for right crust and whatnot to hold on to the hook. So let's see if we can get something to hit on here. And here's how we rig up our Water Wolf camera to our line. So we'll start with a clip here. Got a cable that runs through, and then we'll just hook it to here. And what happens is we're using basically 65-pound braid test. Make sure we don't lose this thing. And then we also have a I think it's 120-pound, or no, 60-pound wire that runs through, and then from there we're able to use about 4-pound test tippet here. So if we do hook on anything, it'll break off, and we won't lose the camera. See how it goes. Okay, here's the bread right here, and we're gonna see if we can get it on. We'll just break off a piece and put it on the hook, and hopefully it'll slowly dissolve. And maybe something big will take it. We'll just hook it onto this deal here. And maybe there's a catfish or two that just want to have a bite or two with our bait. So let's see how it goes. Getting started, we have to turn it on. The way we do it is by popping the top here, turning it on, making sure we see a red light. It'll be a constant red, and it'll shift to a 1-second flash. There we go, it's starting to flash. And that means we're good to go. We'll go ahead and put the cap back on. That keeps it waterproof. And we're ready to go. Alright, get this casted here shortly. Just gonna toss it out. And we'll let it sink. We'll keep it on free spool, put it in the holder, and we'll just pay attention to the line here.
Alrighty, so we cast the Water Wolf camera into the water with that bait, and sure enough, we had a catfish start coming in. And you can see he's going to roil up the water. The water's pretty cloudy, and then ever since he had a lot of these rains, and it's just continued to stay that way. And with that little bread that we had on there, you could see a bunch of these little bluegill and sunfish coming in and going for our bait. And unfortunately, weren't able to get them on the hook, but we did get some interesting camera footage of the action underwater. So here's a bunch of those little fish just tearing up that piece of bread, and that bread ends up dropping in the water, or actually falling. And you can see immediately how they're just rushing and attack it. And may even get a glimpse of a catfish coming in, taking a swipe at it. There we go. You're going to come back around, it looks like, and play around with it again, and kind of sped up the video so you have an opportunity to see a lot of the action that is happening. This is over a course of about a couple of hours that we fished. We've edited out those items that I feel that aren't too exciting. And here we're going to see a nice bass actually hit. Had to slow this down and keep taking a look at it, and eventually we were able to figure out that it was a bass. And then here is a catfish coming by. And then here we got more of those bluegill and sunfish just tearing up at the bread. There's more of them picking away at it. What we're looking for is some different types of fish out in there. We did get some kind of shad looking like shiner thing caught on our micro fly rod. Here we're using some live bait in one of these sunfish that we'd caught earlier to see if we can get something to come in, and that's what we had to deal with, was these turtles. There's a glimpse of a turtle that you see coming in, and here's another one that's going to come in and kind of shake up things. And I think we'll slow this one down a little so you get a good idea as to what's there. In this case, he's running around, just trying to keep from getting bit, but fortunately he got him. And you can see that he's just running off with it. And so it's good to know that it's not just turtles down there that are taking our bait. But unfortunately, here's one where he's going to grab it real quick again. And so this round is a lot of turtles. I'll just slow it down a little. You kind of see his mouth open here in a moment, and he'll grab it. There he goes, and off he runs with it. What they do is they'll tend to run, hit the bottom, and most times we'll lose the bait then. In this case, this guy stayed on enough to where, well, he eventually ended up coming off.
Turtle. All right, we got a turtle. Great. Turtle City. All right, it's done.